Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Just eases him off the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Back into the middle. Passes short and sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Eto'o. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else.
He's had a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Elise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Lima. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Sanek really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Elise goes short. Climbs up big! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Musiala. Elise. And the shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Elise plays it short. In comes the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to think it through. Sané. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Eto'o. Belletti. Bayern Munich looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And he was quick to react. Musiala. And it's Kane. Guardiola. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Olise. Now it's Kane. Sané. Musiala. It's out for a goal kick. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. Luis Suarez. Eto'o. Guerrero. Goretzka.
There will be
Oh, it's
one minute
Sané.
added time.
He is through here. And that should be the keepers. And there is the half-time whistle. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created from them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Number 10.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And here's Sané. Ball swung in. And he's there to clear it. He's shifting through the gears here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bayern Munich have it back and can go again. And he's heaved it away. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Eto'o.
The attendance for
No
this
breakthrough
match
and well into the second period. It is still
71,550.
anyone's game. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's good play. Lima. Olise has it out wide and in space. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Luis Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez. And he's managed to get free. No joy this time.
Suarez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nice ball and he's in here. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Sané. That is a great pick out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. This might spell... There's the shot! They've scored! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
That's a shade optimistic.
Bayern Munich need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
There will be 1 minute added
Not too
time.
much to add on here, just a minute. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all.
Musiala. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Eto, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely came out on top, simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Xavi. And he was quick to react. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Mbappe! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Mbappe. It's a great ball. That is great defending, so alert. Eto'o. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. Xavi. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's had it nicked away. That looks a good ball through. Denied brilliantly.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Neymar. It's Neymar! They've scored!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
India are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Eto'o. Eto'o! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
And it's Xavi. Neymar proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Messi. Drive. And Messi! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Neymar. Eto'o. And it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Rodri. Belletti. He's picked his way through. And here's Mbappe.
Yeah, that's
There will
top
be 1
defending
minute
and preventing him
added time.
turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And the first half is done. Barcelona head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Some first half thoughts?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And here's Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Luis Suarez. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. That's headed upfield. Aldair gets over and intercepts. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. Oh, there's a probing ball.
India clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Substitutions taking place.
Throw in. Rodri. Oh, good ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And that interception was most necessary. Neymar! Cleared without
The
complication.
attendance for this match was 71,898.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Neymar. Valverde. Bruno Fernandes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kimmich. Here's Rodri. Neymar. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Valverde. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernandez. Kimmich, who does have an assist to his name. Adams. Here's Rodri. Neymar. And it's Luis Suarez. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Now it's Lewandowski. Bruno Fernandes.
India merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Alvarez. Haaland. Oh, well played, well played. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. It's Eto. Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And he welcomes it in. Luis Suarez.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Closing in on real chance!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. That's a nicely measured pass. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Neymar. Costa Curta. Barcelona, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Not the most convincing of passes. Shifted upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Kimmich. Distributed tidily.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Rice. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe. And he's there to retrieve it. Great position. Has a go! Goal! Barcelona! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? Romario! It's a throw-in. Rodri. Rice. Messi delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cruyff. Driving forward. And here's Cruyff.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Romario. Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Vinicius Junior. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe has found the net here, of course. Guardiola. Barcelona have it back and can go again.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Romario. Oh, good ball. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Eto! Now, how often do you see that?
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Romario. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Back into the middle. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And we hit half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely. warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 14.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cleared away. Neymar, a player of legendary status. Oh, no joy this time. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Drilled in low. Vinicius Junior! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be...
Messi! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Costa Curta. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, he's burst through! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Mbappe. Neymar. Eto'o. Played back in. Now it's Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Vinicius Junior. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kimmich. Bastoni. And it's Messi. He could be in here. That's a fabulous ball. Cruyff! And he should have made it 4.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cruyff with the short one. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar does well to stand firm and defend it. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Played out towards the right wing. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Belletti. David, can he put it away? That is decidedly lacking.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's off and running. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. David Villa. Messi. And Messi! ball, the keeper's equal to it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
He gets big. And it's Belletti. It's run loose here.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Well, they've got it again. Neymar. David Villa. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Has been indicated.
Belletti. Up towards the front line. 2 minutes to be added on. And that will be the final act. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibel spared in this collective chorus. There's the whistle, and here we go. And here's Eto'o. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Now it's Lewandowski. Rodri gets over and intercepts. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Messi. Alaba. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Darren Fletcher. And it's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is...
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Ah, he's given it away. So we're still where we started right now. Xavi. Eto'o. And here's Suarez. Some good work on the right flank here. Fletcher gets good distance on it. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Alaba. And here's Mbappe. And it's Cruyff. And here's Messi.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
That's it! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Xavi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Montpellier looking to pass their way through. Now it's Eto'o. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. Luis Suarez. Messi. Kimmich. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And that was very necessary. It's definitely not his best. Eto. Messi. And it's Eto.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Alaba.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0.
Please watch the screen if you have
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8, Xavi. Coming on the field
underway again.
is number 6.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. Lewandowski. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe. Pedri. And that should get the job done. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's a good run down the left. And that's gone loose. Alaba carrying after the ball here. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Koundé. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And no, that was never going to make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
71,649.
Shifted upfield. Nice ball, face to face, and the shot! It's in! And finally he has breathed life into the game!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's having a go. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. he goes! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Koundé. And it's Messi. And they win it back again. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Alaba. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Lewandowski. Adams gets a foot in here.
Montpellier showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Neymar!
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Luis Suarez. And they can counter here. He's had it taken off him. And that's put paid to a promising move. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Pedri. Rodri gets it clear.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Koundé.
Montpellier need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Now it's Mbappe. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Xavi. Eto! Eto!
And there's an early warning shot across the bow. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker, not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He is through here.
And the shot!
Goal! Montpellier!
Montpellier have the lead!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He's in here!
He's had a shot! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time!
Montpellier clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Montpellier are doing...
Hits one!
And he's quick to get it clear again. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Passes short and sharp. That's a little off target. So what can they make of this? 30 minutes gone. Rodri. And here's Eto. Suarez.
It's Luis Suarez! He's got a goal!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
That's good running with the ball. Pedri. He's cut it out. They want to be quick to recover this.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Done delicately. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Xavi. For Messi. Belletti. And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira can get it clear. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. And he's got a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rodri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Well, he has managed to get that all wrong. Koundé. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. There's the shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And we are back underway.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Mbappe. Pedri, who's set up one goal so far. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Barcelona really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Nice control. Kimmich. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Pedri. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Belletti. Van Dijk. Kimmich.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means Luis Suarez! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He looked so composed until the moment he pulled the trigger. I still think he can't believe he didn't put it away.
Alaba. And it's been given away. Picked out brilliantly. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Koundé. Messi, a player of legendary status. Mbappe! Traoré, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that was very necessary. Alaba. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing, and there's no compromise. Montpellier certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Koundé, and it's Messi. Pinches it off him. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Belletti. And that will be the final act. Barcelona perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And he was quick to react.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
It's Eto'o! That's another chance!
Suarez gets flagged offside.
Barcelona have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi.
Messi!
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Gently done. And here's Suarez. He's picked his way through.
Now the finish!
It's loose.
Oh, he's been caught now, and he's following up!
Well, that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
They've played it short.
Monaco are looking to go forward now. Still goalless at the moment. Single. Akliush is wide and looking to get onto this. He's found the way through.
He's had a hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Eto'o.
That's beautifully weighted.
Kuhn gets good distance on it. Nicely aimed pass.
Eto'o! It's Eto'o! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Akliush. Out for a throw.
Roberto Carlos. Played out towards the right wing. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
And here's Eto'o. And here's Xavi. Xavi!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Caio Enrique. Zakaria. Chooses to go cross-field. And Akliush. Get a throw in.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
2 added minutes has been
That's
indicated.
ruffled a few feathers.
but well dealt with. And it's Eto. No, he's not getting past him there. And the first 45 minutes are up. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's gone for goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Akliush. Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty to aim at here. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Still just a single goal between the sides. Caio Henrique.
The
Minamino.
attendance for this match was
Sergio, what are you thinking?
70,987.
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. That has been cut short. Minamino. Akliush. No, he is not giving anything away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here, chance! And another try! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Eto at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Played out wide, pass is just off target.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Eto being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And Bolo. Here's Zakaria. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Caio Henrique. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that is as far as it goes.
And we come to you
Perfect
now
result,
with a quick
perfect
request for
outcome.
support.
A test. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write
Hello,
its
everybody,
own
and
special
welcome to
script.
today's match.
Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are
against
high. A
Barcelona.
good start. That is what they all want. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
The action has already started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Nicholas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
Well, quite. No,
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Florentino Luis. Benfica finding their passes. Kukçu. That's a good ball out wide.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. He's got away. Oh, super ball.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. So we're still where we started right now. Belotti. And he's been shifted off it.
Belotti really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Beckenbauer. And it's Van Dijk. Roberto Carlos. Now that's well seen too. Antonio Silva. Benfica looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, that's been intercepted. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Antonio Silva. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Played into space out wide.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. It's Kimmich. Xavi. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
There
The
will be
movement
1
was good,
minute
but
at
the
a
pass
time.
lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope they get...
There's the hit!
That is decidedly lacking.
Kukçu reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Beckenbauer. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Messi. Now this could be a chance.
Eto! Oh, it's there!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
The attendance for
Almost
this
an hour
match
gone.
was 71,649.
Well timed, excellent interception. That has been slung wide. Bruma! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Xavi looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Great, he's had a hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Xavi plays it short. Tries to get it clear. Kimmich. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Oh, shooting chance!
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Bruma. Goes looking wide. It's gone for a throw-in. Van Dijk clears it away. Now it's Bruma.
Shapes to shoot!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Benfica really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. That is good alertness.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I
has
think.
been indicated.
Kukçu. And that's it. Barcelona can celebrate now. They have exactly
Please
what
turn
they
your
craved.
attention to the
Any
screen for
reflections on what you've seen,
information
Jim?
provided by the-
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Good spot, he's seen the run. He's in plenty of space here.
There's no flag.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Guardiola. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. David. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Luis Suarez.
Eto.
Love it's Eto'o! And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Suarez. And he's got the beating of it.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Oh, he's found support out wide. And here's Gomez.
There's the shot! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. That has...
Messi! Oh, screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they've got their lead back.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Baka, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Eto'o. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Well, now here's a good battle by...
He's had a shot!
And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Looking for the runner. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a nicely measured pass.
2 added minutes has been
Guardiola.
indicated.
Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Eto'o.
And the shot! And it's in! And with that goal comes comfort.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And the game has already resumed here. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Luis Suarez. Messi. And here's Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Suarez. Andre. And it's Meunier. Gomez, who's set up 1 goal so far. Messi. Drive.
And Messi! They are rampant!
that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
71,649.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Kimmich. Beckenbauer. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
He's through here. Oh, Supriyo! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Andre. Out to the right. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Messi. Guardiola. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, that's fabulous. David. Kimmich. Messi, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Gomez. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 1 minute added
1
time.
minute to add, according to the board. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist.
He's had a hit! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Just the goal.
Big chance! There's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass?
On Nautovic! And again! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front!
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Inter Milan take the lead. Pavard. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. disappointed with that. Darmian. DiMarco. Mkhitaryan. And here's Mkhitaryan.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Xavi. And it's Eto'o. And it's Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Carlos Augusto. Looking for the run. And he's in on goal. And Messi! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Luis Suarez. Acerbi gets it clear. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Darmian. For Çalhanoğlu. Thuram. Fratesi has created one goal already. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, super ball. He's found some space.
Added time.
And here's Thuram. And that's out of reach. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Moved on forwards. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And we are back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Messi gets flagged offside. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, there's little doubt they'll try to frustrate him.
Messi! And one more try! Yes, it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Well, there's the clearance. They get a throw-in. Well, what about it? Barcelona are taking this to full distance. Terrific stuff. Acerbi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Darmian.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Luis Suarez.
Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Chance! It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Damian. Bertesi. Luis Suarez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Belletti.
Great hit! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
There will be 5
So
minutes
now the
added
difference
time.
is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Beckenbauer. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. The action has already started. Martinelli. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That is lovely. And he's there to belt it away. Lewis Skelly. Luis Skelly goes on a run down the left wing. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Thomas Partey, Peter, has an amazing engine, constantly covering both boxes and both flanks. The perfect player you want sitting in front of your defensive line. You'd be hard-pressed to find players who are any better than him at screening the ball.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Luis Suarez. He won't be happy with that one.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Martinelli. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Xavi. Saliba cuts out the pass. It's run loose here. And he's managed to get free. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Beckenbauer does well to stand firm and defend it. And here's Trossard. Luis Skelly gets a good foot in there. Belletti. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's been given away. He's picked his way through. Chance! It's in!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
There will be 1
One has got to
minute
tone it up
time.
now, and the other has to tone it down.
Rice. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's a...
Hits one! It's a goal! Barcelona are back in business.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Timber. Kimmich. Quality ball. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Trossard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Good, strong midfield running here. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Odegaard. Luis Suarez. And he's Luis Suarez! truly turned on its head. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Eto under intense pressure.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Eto, great chance! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Odegaard. Oh, that's a nice ball. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Roberto Carlos. That's really well manoeuvred. Done delicately. Now it's Rice. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. That is good alertness. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Messi stood up well to him there.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defence...
Messi, and the shot! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Argentina clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So, a breakthrough already. Rashford finds himself offside. Now it's Rashford. Rashford. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Messi. Eto'o.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Belletti. For Messi. And he's intervened well there. He won't be happy with that one. Kimmich. Modric. Argentina look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Xavi. Eto'o, brilliantly cut out. Belletti. Ward-Prowse. He's in a good position here. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That is a brilliant interception. Leicester gets rid without sophistication. Costa Curta. Half-time getting close now. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. He's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Kimmich, and he welcomes it in. Rashford is flagged offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And it's half-time here. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Argentina, number 24, Rashford.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Number 8, Gavi. Number 10,
Eto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gavi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. It's Eto! He scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bergomi. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Eto. Oh, no joy this time. Modric, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gavi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Modric. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Dijk makes the interception. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gavi. Now it's Messi. Messi! Magnificent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're back in front.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Argentina go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Barcelona have it back and can go again.
Barcelona have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Messi. And they can counter here. Messi. And he's running through. And Messi! Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Clinical. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's well spotted. And he's got the beating of his man.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Goal! Barcelona!
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Great ball if he can get there, and he cuts out the supply. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
It's Neymar!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Neymar. Oh, super find. Look at the space here. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Caught offside that time. Timber. Neuer. Bastoni. Rodri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland. That is good alertness. And it's Messi. Belletti. Pedri. Savioli. Now it's Haaland. He is through here. Neymar had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't.
Luis Suarez!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Palmeiras
There will be
clearly
one
didn't
minute
help
added
themselves
time.
by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And there's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're underway again.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one. Oh, what's he done? And it's Eto. Kimmich.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. He's going to be disappointed with that.
The attendance for this
That's
match
alert
was
and sharp and very well played.
71,649.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Rodri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Haaland. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Nicely aimed pass. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Pass is just off target.
Palmeiras really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pedri. Kimmich did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's an excellent interception. Barcelona still ahead by the game's only goal. Messi, and Messi! Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And here's Eto. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adams. And we're done. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. There will be a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well-timed, excellent interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Eto. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Caicedo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that's well spotted. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Drilled in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. And Messi! Ribery. Well read, nice interception. And here's Eto. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Barcola can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Eto. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Dijk with the clearance. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking for the runner. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Mbappe. There's no flag. That's good play. Now it's Ribery. Goes in for the header. Goal! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Chelsea have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Adams. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice pop. Hits one! It's in!
And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Barcelona head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we are back underway.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And Speculative strike. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Beckenbauer. It's Kimmich. Xavi. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's there to retrieve it. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And that pass is has a look and has a go.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
He can run onto that. And no, that was never going to make it. Belts one. Belletti. Kimmich. Passes short and sharp. Caicedo. Oh, now he... Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, there's the clearance. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And he's there to belt it away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Belletti. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Eto. That's really well cleared. Looking for the run.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Pete.
And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. And we're underway. Luis Suarez pops him off it and wins back the ball. Adams makes the interception. Chouameni gets across to intercept that. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-goal.
Messi! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Bayern Munich are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Eto'o. Taken back almost at once. Couldn't squeeze it through. Conte. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Messi, brilliantly cut out. That was very necessary. Luis Suarez.
He's got the shot away! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Conte.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He could be in here. It's Eto'o! Iniesta. Beckham wins the duel this time. He's found a way through.
Luis Suarez! It's in! Right back in the game!
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Bayern Munich get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Eto'o. He's looking to set free a runner. Well, will they claim to that? Well-timed, excellent interception. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game.
We would like to inform you that CCTV
Neither
is now
side
in
holding
operation
back here.
for your
It has
safety.
been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Barcelona head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. And here's Suarez. Hernandez. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams. And it's Eto'o. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And here's Eto'o. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Bayern Munich choosing to make the first change.
Conte. Coming on the field. Number 23.
Bayern Munich appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
The attendance for this
Well,
match was
it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Luis Suarez. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Guardiola. Rummenigge.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that...
And the shot! It's there! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly... But
It's Eto'o!
he almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Costa Curta. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he was quick to react. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o proves just a little bit too strong. Kimmich. Xavi. Oh, easy pickings there. Costa Curta. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Played out to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the pass is intercepted. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Bayern Munich give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And the shot's on here. Messi. Beckham. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had